Welcome to the ODC tutorials. I'd like to thank you for purchasing our playing cards. It really does mean the world to us. Hope you're going to enjoy them and love them as much as we do, along with the 5 tutorials we're about to teach you. We've got Trancendency, Aquaduct, Poltergeist, RCAAN and Montagu. These are 5 of my favourite go-to impromptu effects. They're all short and sweet and just work perfectly, just off the cuff, borrowed deck. Absolutely love them and I really hope you are too. So without further ado, let's move straight into these tutorials. Okay, let's begin. First thing we're going to do is we're going to learn the Aquaduct, which is a secret reversal technique where you can spread through the cards, have the spectator remember their selection, leave a card outjogged and placed down on the table. At any point you wish, you spread the cards, have their selection secretly reversed. We're going to use this Aquaduct technique in all 5 of the effects we're going to teach you here today. So we'll break this down in step by step for you. You spread through the cards, have your spectator touch the back of any card. Let's say they touch this one. You push over, you get a little finger break under the card, under their selection. You pull back so that you have this little finger break. So if they touch this card, you push this card over and the card underneath it. Place your little finger in and pull everything back. It gives you a little finger break under that double. The right hand comes over and lifts up with the middle finger of the right hand, goes into the little gap and you lift up and ask the spectator to remember their selection, the 10 of spades. You bring the card down. And at that point there, you've secretly reversed the card. So what we're doing here is, you're going to place the bottom left corner onto the top left corner of the left hand packet. So it comes down, the left hand kicks down as you place your thumb right here on the bottom left corner, and just enough pressure to cause some friction as the right hand pulls the 10 which fingers over and extends down till it's parallel with the rest of the deck. From here, you're going to push with the fingers as you close the deck up. As you push, it's going to glide down the packet in the left hand and turn itself over. So we'll do that one more time. Show the card. So from the front, they see nothing. This card here gives you plenty of cover for the action. There is some angles on this. If you're too high up this side, when you come down, they'll see that. But it's easily covered. Audience management, if you've got people to your right, from here, you're just going to kick your right hand down slightly lower as you do the move. So it's completely covered. But I like to do this as more of a one-on-one back and forth in front of just one spectator. So you show them their selection, you pull back, pull the card down. The middle finger here is going to push till the card starts to glide on the left hand packet. As the left hand closes up and the right hand pushes in, the fingers come out. Then I like to place my index finger on the back of the switched out card. You push up there on the face. You kick over with the middle finger of the right hand to drop the cards down. At this point you can square up, or if you imitate this action, you can get your spectator to square up the cards. And that right there is the secret reversal. Moving on to the first effect of these tutorials, I'm going to teach you Poltergeist. This is the easiest version of this effect to do. You start off by having spectator touch the back of any playing card. You leave that card outjogged, have your spectator square the deck up. At this point you place your hands down on the table and have your spectator place theirs on top of yours. Now you're going to ask your spectator to use their imagination and spread the cards out all face up. Remove their selection, place it down in front of them. Ask them to square the deck back up, place it face down back where it was. Bearing in mind their hands are on top of yours here, so they know you can't move or have nothing you can do. as they pick up their selection, you say, what I'd like you to do is cut the deck and place that face up 6 of hearts back in the centre of the deck. At this point they'll be shocked that you even know what their card is, because you can see it through their imagination. Now you have the spectator remove their hands from yours, you touch absolutely nothing. The spectator grabs the deck and spreads through to reveal their 6 of hearts now face up in the centre of the deck. Now here we're going to teach you an extra little peek technique using the Odical move. It's very simple, this one. You spread through. You're going to do the same Odyssey technique, Odical technique I've already taught you. You show the spectator their selection. At this point you won't have no idea what it is. As you do the same moves from here to here, at this point, just before you close, from your point of view, that's what you can see. So you can see this corner pip just here. The spectator can only see this. So I can take a quick look at that and see that it's the King of Spades. Place everything down. At this point it's completely patter. Spectator squares up. You place your hands down. You can use any method, any technique you want here for mentalism style performances. You go through what I showed you. You have the cards here, placed down. They spread them down face up. Take out their selection. As they take it out, you can say, oh, you chose the King of Spades. That's a wonderful choice. It starts to get them panicking, their heart beating. You ask them to place that in face up in the centre of the deck. And as you move your hands away, they spread it out to reveal their selection. I find this quite a powerful piece of magic. It gets amazing reactions on this one, bearing in mind how simple it is. It tends to be the most simple things that get the better views. This is one of my favourite all-time effects. This will be the effect I'll perform if anyone gives me a deck of cards and says, show me a trick. I'll spread through the cards. I'll say, touch the back of any playing card. Touch this one. Ask them to remember their card, and we'll leave it outjogged. From here, we'll spread through, and we'll take off 4 cards from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take their card out, and we'll place it into the centre of this packet, giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Slide their card in, and at this point, you can make a magical gesture. Pass your hand near the deck, but not actually touch it, to reveal that you now have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and their selection has gone. Have the spectator pick the deck up and spread through, and their selection is now face up in the centre of the deck. Now this is a real nice technique. It's based on Transcendent, or the Biddle move, you may well know it as. But this is my take and my touches on this using my technique. You spread through. We're going to do the same Odical move here. Ask them to remember their selection. Thumb on, kick back, down, and reverse that card. Now at this point, you can move the card over, either like this or like this. This way does give you a little more cover. All you do is push down on this corner, kick out, your thumb, the crease of your thumb here, where it hits, kick across. So as you spread, you get to where this card is, and then you just push a packet, because their card is face up there. So you push this packet over, you keep spreading until you get to the bottom 4 cards. You clearly show them 4 cards. As you square everything up, you're going to have a little finger break under this top card and leave it just jogged to one side. As you bring everything over, the fingers of the right hand are going to come in, take that card like this. They're going to come across as the hand and the thumb moves forwards to peel out this card. You can even hand these to the spectator. So let's just do that one more time. Spread across. The spectator remembers their selection. Kick a card over. Give the clump past. You've got 4 cards now there. As you square everything up, you're going to come across. Fingers are going to grab that card. So from here, they just pull it in. As the hand comes forward, and the left hand takes their selection. Pass these to your spectator or place them down. Sometimes having your spectator hold on to those is quite good. You take their selection, you just pull down with the thumb on the bottom card. So you just pull in one card. So this outjug card is now second from the bottom. Now we're going to execute a false count. You're going to take one card into the left hand. You're going to take two cards into the left hand. As you come across this time, you're going to have a little finger break under this second card. And it's just going to be pushed into the index finger of the right hand as you take the outjug card on 3, 4 and 5. So we'll do that again. I like to push the outjug card just far enough out that you have this little tab sticking out there, so the thumb can hold on to that and the fingers here. So it's 1, 2, little finger break. As the right hand comes across, you're going to take that bottom card as you count 3. Now you only have 2, 4 and 5. Push that card in. I just like to take the card, say nothing, just touch it over the top of the deck and say your card is now gone. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Some people want to grab these and inspect these, and that's what I love about this effect. It finishes completely clean. They're still holding on to these, or they're on the table. You just say, you either spread them out, or you say just spread through those cards, and that'll appear face up in the centre of that deck. And that right there is Trancendency. So, moving on to Montagu. This is one of my favourite sandwich effects. This is such a lovely routine to get away with. This is a bold, bold, bold effect, and I think that's why I love performing it so much. I really enjoy performing it. You spread through, have a spectator touch the back of any playing card. You have them remember their selection. At this point, you're going to need to get yourself 2 sandwich cards, so you leave their card outjogged, and you're going to turn over everything above their selection. You spread through, you can take out 2 similar cards. Let's say we take out the 2 black 9s we've got there. You grip those between your fingers, you turn everything else over. You're going to take those 2 9s, and you're going to have their selection slid into the deck, just like this. And from here, you're going to take the 9s, and you're just going to snap them over the top of the deck. And just like that, their selection is sandwiched between the 2 9s. So let's break this down for you. You're going to spread through the cards, have a spectator, just like before, touch the back of any card. You're going to lift up a double, show them their selection. Do the same ODC move, square everything up. Now I like to just push up with the index finger on this card, kick it across, so it's just outjogged to one side. As you do this, the left thumb is going to push down, lifting up that packet above the cards. So you can grab that. As you wrist kill your hand down, you turn everything above it over. So from the side, you're getting that. So their card is there, and that's what's happening. But from the front, as you lift up, you wrist kill your hand, spectator sees nothing. To be fair, even from the side, I've got away with this several times. You just lift up and you just turn everything over. So the angles are a little sensitive on the right hand side, but as you see, can easily be covered. You spread through, take out 2 similar cards. So we'll just take out 2 red aces here. You can just grip them between the ring finger and little finger of the right hand. Now here you're going to utilise that natural break of the face-up card. So you can push with the thumb, lift everything up, then just get 1 more card as you slide everything across and turn that over. That controls their card to the top. Same as before, you're going to square these up. Now I like to lift the top card slightly further forward, so I've got a little pocket behind there. So what I'm doing there, as I square these up, I'm going to just lift up like this and have that pocket behind there. As I come down to touch this card, just going to utilise that Cardini again. And a Cardini change, and you slot that card straight into that gap. So that card is now just there. So I'll try and show you that where you can see it. Cardini, as this hand comes in, it just gets pushed straight in there. You square this up. I like to just roll it over and place it down. As this hand comes across and squares everything up for a second, and then separates. Now, from here, you've got the card under the top card. You can just place it over the top of the deck, and as you lift up, you're just going to kick the middle finger forwards, like that. So, lift up and like that. As you do that at speed, you should be able to make it look like it jumps out from between them. And that right there is Montagu. So now it's time for RCAAN. RCAAN is a lovely little any card at any number style routine. Has a nice face-up reveal when the spectator counts down to their selection. You're going to spread through the cards, have the spectator touch the back of any card. You're going to ask them to remember their selection. You square that up into the deck. And you're going to riffle down the side, have the spectator call out stop. Wherever they say stop, you cut the deck and turn it face up. You're going to spread through and have them choose a number. Let's say they use 6. So we'll place the 6 clubs down on the table. We're going to turn everything else over. You're going to count down 5 cards onto the table and place their chosen number card into the 6th position. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 goes into the 6th position. You're going to square everything up, place it all down onto the table. At this point you can wave your hands over the top, snap your fingers, anything you like to use in your magical performance. Have your spectator now pick up the cards, count down 6 cards onto the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th card is now their selection from the very beginning. Everything can be examined, there's no other face-up cards. And this is RCAAN. Let's break this down for you. You're going to spread through. You're going to have a spectator touch the back of any card. You're going to get your double just like before. This time you're going to lift up and you're going to perform the article reversal before you show them their selection. So now you have a card face up under their selection and you ask them to remember their card. In this case we're going to take the 5 of hearts. You're going to push it into the deck. I like to use my right hand to lift up everything just to one side above their selection. As you square it up, you can place your little finger in there. So you have a little finger break above their selection. You're going to riffle your thumb down the side. As they call out stop, you're going to place your middle finger into the deck. And then you're going to let everything go and lift up with the thumb of the right hand on the break. So exactly like a riffle force, it's going to riffle down, middle finger goes in. As you tilt your hand down, you're going to allow that to go down flush. The thumb is going to come into the break here, just lift up on the break. You're going to lift that forwards and turn it all over, out jogged on top of the deck. You spread through this small packet, have a spectator choose any number. Let's say they choose 8, that will be the chosen number card. You're going to square everything back up and you have a natural little break here where you've got the face up card. So I don't know if you can see that the cards naturally bevel away. You can just lift up on that, turn everything back over, and now you need to either be able to push off a double or you're going to need to get a double. You can do that with your little finger pull down, so you have a double there, or you can count, riffle count, 1, 2, buckle, index finger in, kick them off. Either way, you just need to get a double. Even if getting it like this is good for you, just go for that. So I like to make the double is easier to push these 2 cards off. If you first count as 1, it's going to be a double. So you're going to do that. As you say to the spectator, you've chosen the number 8. So I'll count 7 cards down onto the table and I'll place the number 8 into the 8th position. Here I've got 1, and as you go to count 2, obviously that's a double. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th card now has the number 8 in it. As you go to square everything up, you're going to do a cardini change. Just going to flip that card over. So the little finger applies pressure onto the bottom corner here, as the right hand brings cover over, that is all you do there. You drop that down and that card is there. With the card being there, as you square the deck up, the left hand is going to pull that card flush under the bottom of the deck as you drop everything down onto the table. That now allows the spectator to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in the 8th position is now their selection. So let's break that end part down for you again. The 5 of hearts is now face up, second from the top. Now that is done as well, of course, as you spread through. When they were choosing their selection, their card was there. As you square everything up and lift on that double, you're now turning their card face down, making their card face up. Yeah, so they pick their card, so we'll choose 6 for this one. Square everything up, you get in the break, and that's how we're managing to get their 5 of hearts to now face up second from the top as we turn everything back over. Maintaining our little finger break. Count 6 cards down, so I just push off with the thumb. So release the fingers just out of the way and push that card over the top. So it comes across as 1. As you take it, I would like to put my index finger on the front, middle finger on the side and thumb on the top corner to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and keep all the cards together as you can. You place the 6 of hearts in the 6th position. As you pick everything up, the card comes over, you perform the Cardini change. So as this is here, you've got enough cover with the back of your hand and the deck to easily just pull that card over. Drop those down as you square everything up. So all that's happening there is that card is coming off. As you're grabbing everything, you're just pulling that under, dropping off. And at any point, you can do any magical gestures you like to do, the click of the fingers, which everyone seems to love or hate. Count through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th position is their chosen selection. Last but not least, I'll be teaching you Aquaduct. Aquaduct is a really nice transposition effect where one card jumps from one packet to the other as you spread them out on a table. So you take your cards, have a spectator touch the back of any card. You ask them to remember their selection. You're going to take half the cards and leave them face up on the table. You take their selection, you're going to place that face down in the centre of the other half. You square everything up and you're going to place them down on the table and spread at the same time. And you'll notice that now one card is now face up in the centre of the bottom pile and there is no face up cards in the top pile. You ask the spectator to take that card out and turn it over, and that is the spectator's selection. Everything can be examined, which I really love about this effect. And all these effects, you can examine them as soon as they're finished. So, let's break that down for you. You're going to spread through, have a spectator touch a card. Just like before, you're going to do the article move. Reverse that card, kick it to one side. Now you're going to take a portion, at least half the deck. So you're going to go way past their selection. Place your thumb on it and take that out and turn that over. So now there's a face up card, or face down card should I say, already in this deck, which is their selection. So you take the out jug card, turn the left hand pile over, you're going to lift up, so you're just going to lift with your thumb to make a cut. As you come back to place this card in, you're going to drop this down and it goes on the bottom. So it's kind of a timing thing. Make it look like it goes into the centre, but it actually goes, if I show you from this side, if I can like this, let's have a look actually. So as it comes across, these drop and it just goes here on the bottom. You square that in so it looks like it goes in the centre, and as you're moving your hand forward to place the deck down, you're just going to pull down on that card and turn it over underneath the deck. Yeah, so like that. So as you do that, you're able to place that down, spread, and as you spread, you've got one card jumps across. You don't have to touch or do anything after that. Spectator can examine everything. And that is Aquaduct.